Okay, I want to walk through my setup. So we're doing higher time frame analysis. Um, Looking at the Qs, or yeah, looking at um, the NQ. So actually, let me get my orders over here for my book map. Um, Market's about to open, but that's okay. I'm not going to take a trade in the first little bit. So we've got gaps here, and we're talking about value gaps. So if you look here on these, this is volume by price. Let me actually edit these so that it's a little easier to fill or a little easier to view. Um, we are trading a little lower on the open, which is okay. Okay, so I've got my 4 hour break of structure. I honestly feel like this is what's going to happen today. So we're going to break structure here um, and trade lower. We've tried twice. Sellers seem to be stepping down. So that's what I feel like is going to happen. But also, we've got yesterday's value, and that's right here. But on the higher time frame analysis, looking at value, we could trade back up to this large 4 hour value. So that would be the R4 breakout. Or we could break down and go to this breakup structure and start filling this value gap. So that's my higher time frame analysis. Looking at lower time frame, there are multiple cam plays which are interesting this morning. And the play that I think is most interesting to me is going to be the R3 to S3 traverse. Once we get below yesterday's value. And yeah, so we're starting to get below yesterday's value. So that's very interesting. So we've got yesterday open right here. Yeah, and we're getting below S or R3. And we are starting to trade below value, which is very interesting. We've got this little node right here. But yeah, we've now gotten below value. So let's start taking a look and seeing what things look like. It's mostly buying. Not seeing huge orders coming through. Looking at level 2, there's not huge orders to the top side. We're gonna down to 1 minute bars. Okay, so we've got, seems like more selling. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for protection from a large order. There's lots of orders to the top side. I'm not quite ready to pull the trigger on. Looking at this candle right here, though. Seems like elevated volume, but there's lots of selling. It closed a little stronger. Couple large orders at $6.99. We are now getting back up into yesterday's value, but we are rejecting. I'm looking for big orders. That was a really big buy candle. And looking at Bookmap, the order book is just stacked. There's big order at 700. Let's mark that. And I just stuck right in value. Let's say that sell candle moved. Okay, that's breaking down below the low of the day. Still lots of orders to fill to the top side. There's a big order at 690. Okay, here's a big order at 698. Oh, those just filled. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're now looking to enter. We've got protection at 698. So that's where we can put our stop. I need it. Okay, I just entered. I've got my stop right there. It's a 50-point stop. It's not great. Okay, I got stopped out. Um, hmm. Okay, there's lots of buying volume, so I guess let's hold off on that. smack in the middle of yesterday's value. Okay. So we didn't want to trade above yesterday's value. Oh man. Okay.